Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man at your service. And today, in this fantastic sunshine, in this fabulously photogenic courtyard of the pub, you find me wearing the Ramsey blue. That's the Ramsey blue, yeah. It's a Ramsey and it's blue, so it's a Ramsey blue. And a gorgeous, gorgeous kilt. Look at the tartan on that. That's fantastic. Sorry, excuse my my Buddha-like appearance. I think the camera's distorting me. No way am I as this bloated and big and fat as that's what I look like right now. Despite the copious amounts of this stuff that has flowed down my neck. No calories in this, no calories. The problem lies in the big chippy meals you get after you've had a skinful of this. Oh, and the burgers and the hot dogs and, you know, the kebabs and all that kind of shit. That's where the problem lies. Duh. Anyway, I'm only joking. I don't eat all that kind of crap. Much. Only for breakfast. Folks, you catch me. This is on the lee side of another party day. Now, this party day is kind of another joint one. You all know I've been banging on about the joint 50th, which, by the way, that big party is still T-minus 2 days away. Yeah, so it hasn't happened yet. It's going to, though, and it will be legendary. But this is a works do. Obviously, my work crowd can't come over to the big do itself. Well, they can do if they really wanted to. I guess they just don't really want it, you know? So we're having a little 50th birthday bash later on this afternoon. Nice meal and a few drinky poos. You know, very, very sedate. Lots of decorum. Oh yes, all nicey, all very polite. But it's also my boss. It's her leaving do as well. She leaves our place tomorrow for pastures new. Well, she goes upstairs. Different job, different department. And so we're combining it. We're having a joint 50th come leaving do. Hey! So we're all going to what's called the Silk Road. None of us have been there, I don't think. And it's kind of like Asian food. The menu looks fantastic. We've all ordered our food. Looks brilliant. Cannot wait. I've built up an appetite, obviously. I've only had 4 pieces of chicken so far today and 2 bits of beef, you know, and a few bits of turkey. So I mean, I'm a growing lad. I'm still very, 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 very hungry. So, anyway, bottoms up, y'all. But I didn't summon you here today for this little video to talk about all the fun times I'm going to have, because I bet you there'll be a video later on showing some of the fun times. But no. There's movie news. Yeah, genuine bona fide movie news. Yes, I know there's Toy Story 4. Yes, I know about all that. But did you guys know that Avengers Endgame is coming back to the big screen next week? As in only a few days' time. Yeah, a big cinematic rerun of Avengers Endgame. But not Avengers Endgame as you've seen it before. This is a slightly extended version. But don't go getting your hopes up. It's not like, wow, like the Lord of the Rings extended cuts where literally there was tons and tons of story thrown back in, you know, which was worthwhile. This isn't like that. Apparently, Kevin Feige, you know, Marvel head honcho, Avengers Illuminati, he said, no, the ending's a little bit extended, but if you wait after the credits, there's a deleted scene, there's a little tribute to all the, you know, the entire, you know, Marvel canon and all the cast that's been in it. A little tribute, you know, it's, I don't really think, if you've already seen the film at the flicks, I don't really think it's worthwhile going back to watch it again, unless you're absolutely, you know, a complete and utter die-hard fanatic for it. Which I thought I was, but apparently I'm not, because I really couldn't give 2 shits about this version. I'm sorry. I wasn't a big fan of Endgame. I was bored in Endgame. I loved Infinity War. I've loved pretty much all the Marvel cycle up until Endgame, and then Endgame just, I went in the mood. It didn't wow me. It didn't floor me. I am in no rush to see it again. But on the flip side, if you haven't seen Endgame, and you really need to see Endgame, because you've seen all the others, then this is the one to watch, obviously, because it's going to be a slightly extended cut, with a bit more gubbins, a bit more meat on its bones. The sun here, by the way, it's moving over the rooftops. Shitty, So I'm going to be sitting here in the fucking freezing shade with no top on, with nipples like bullets. Men and nipples. Yes, men, we love nipples, but we don't really need them ourselves, do we? Do we? If you're a man and you have a use for your nipples, please comment below and let me know. But no. So in other news, and this is what I really want, this is what I'm dead excited about, and I didn't expect it at all. Whoa, yeah, cameo appearance.
You're drinking.
Say hello. Look at that.
Paul O'Grady collecting the glasses.
Yeah, a special guest star, Paul O'Grady. But, as I say, in other news, and I'm dead excited about this, Gerard Butler. Yes, Gerard Butler. Who can get Gerard Butler? The man who can never change his fucking accent. Even when he's the king of Sparta, he had a pure fucking Scottish brogue. But he's coming back for a third Mike Banning movie. We had Olympus Has Fallen. Look, he's at Paul O'Grady, can't give away now. See, when it's a camera...
I'm interested now.
When it's a camera, he's just got to get on it. He's just got to get on it, hasn't he? You know.
Don't put me on
Look,
Facebook.
there's no dogs here. Well, there might be later on.
I'll tell you a story about it.
Oh, we are. Going to get the story here. Go on, tell us.
A couple of years back, there's two young girls
Keep it clean.
Two young girls walking up the road here. Blonde girl and dark haired girl.
Can you see him? Yeah. Yeah, go on.
And I heard the blonde girl say to the young girl, "I heard Paul O'Grady." And I didn't say nothing, but as I walked past him, I went past him and I went, "Fuck, where's the dog? Where's the fucking dog?" And the parent burst out laughing.
For those of you in Honolulu, by the way, who might not know who Paul O'Grady is, that was him. No, Mike Banning, Gerard Butler's back. Yeah, the Olympus Has Fallen back in 2000 and whatever. Then in 2016, you had London Has Fallen, where he saves the president again in London. Everywhere Mike Banning goes, he's the Secret Service agent who looks after the president. And of course, every time it goes tits up. Terrorists always seem to, they destroy the White House, they capture the president, they beat him up. And up until this movie, it was always Aaron Eckhart who played the president. And now it's, and the vice president was always played by Morgan Freeman. And judging by this trailer, Aaron Eckhart has fucked off the franchise because now it's President Morgan Freeman. And he's been president before. It was a Deep Impact, he was president of the United States. Morgan Freeman, of course, has also played God. So this is a bit of a step down for him, really, isn't it? But he's been in the first two films as well. And this one starts off, and I know it's shit, it's hokum, it's complete, it's very jingoistic, very saber rattling, and it's I don't care what fucking country you're from, fuckheadistan, he says, and he is totally fucking anti extremist Islamic. But then again, who isn't anti-extremist Islamic? If it's extremist, it's wrong. Anyway, so he's on a fishing trip with the new president, and they're out in some lake, like Michigan or whatever, and you see this swarm in the sky appear overhead, and some Secret Service guy goes, "Are they bats?" Banning knows it. He goes, "They're drones. Get down, Mr. President!" And he fucking leaps over the side of the boat with the president down into the deep waters as these drone fucking explosives just immolate the entire fucking area, and it becomes an absolute inferno. And then he goes on the run trying to save the president, as is his job. But in a bit of a twisty-roo kind of Mission Impossible, IMF Force, Impossible Missions Force twist, like Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, the tables get turned on him, and all of a sudden, well, how is it, Banning, that all of your team got killed, but you didn't? Are you behind this? So Banning has to, yes, you're ahead of me, Banning has to go on the run, clear his name, and save the president all over again. I mean, it's a bit of a flimsy hook, really, isn't it? It is. He has magnificently, single-handedly saved the president from fucking armies of terrorists twice before. He's highly decorated. Why is he going to fucking do this now? Why is he going to turn it? Why is he going to turn on the president? It's just, well, it's hokum is what it is. And look, judging by the action that you see in this, a lot of people were disappointed by London Has Fallen. I wasn't. Olympus Has Fallen is the better movie. It's more exciting. There is more, I don't know, more gravity to it, I think, and the stakes seem to be higher, and it builds up to a great one-on-one battle. London Has Fallen has some great moments in it. That one-take shot, which I've described before on the channel, where he leads the SAS in like a team assault in a one-take, 10 minutes, well, it's not 10 minutes, but it's about 7 or 8 minutes of unbroken footage, which is full of stunts, action, and create a camera going around various people, then turning around, going back down the street, coming back again, and it's just really, really impressive stuff. So London Has Fallen has its moments, without a doubt, but it wasn't a patch on Olympus Has Fallen. This seems to be, well, it takes in forests, it takes in cities, it's got a lot, its scope seems to be bigger than what we've seen before. So, folks, you know me, you know how much I love that kind of shit. If it's killing terrorists, headshots, bone crunching, uber violence, car chases aplenty, things getting knocked out the sky, great big buildings coming down, I'm all over it. I'm all over it. So I cannot wait. Anyway, I'm sure there was some other news, movie-wise. Well, yeah, there is. Oh, well, it's not news. Rambo Last Blood, aka Rambo 5. Oh God. So this year will be dominated by 3 action movies. We've had John Wick 3, John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, which I've already reviewed it, and that, well, nothing can really compete with it. Mike Banning in Angel Has Fallen may take on hundreds of goons, but it won't be in the same league. It's not that kind of high octane, super balletic fisticuffs and martial arts. It isn't like that. I already know that, but it's still going to be great. And then of course you've got Rambo 5. Now, Rambo doesn't indulge in a great deal of chop-socky stuff. He blows things up, you know, he machine guns everything in sight. He can drive tanks, fly gunships. He was in charge of $1 million equipment, you know. But Rambo 5 is going to be probably a bit more threadbare when it comes to the hardware. He's going to be using the bow, his knives, his bare hands, and obviously high velocity, high caliber weaponry. And he is going to do a lot of like uber violence. It's going to have to go beyond what we saw in Rambo 4, which was stratospherically the most violent Rambo movie that has been. This one will go beyond that. But for me, I think the benchmark, certainly this year, maybe even any year, is John Wick Chapter 3. Because it's so amazingly hyperkinetic. The fight choreography, the tension, the excitement, the camera work, the editing is absolutely of a level which is superlative. Already in the trailer for Angel Has Fallen, you can see some ropey CG. That's always been a bit of a bugbear with the Mike Banning movies. In the first one, Olympus Has Fallen, where the SEAL teams go in helicopter gunships to go and attack, take back the White House, and they get taken out by these high-tech rocket launcher systems. There was some appalling CG there. It didn't really matter, but it was appalling. And again, in London Has Fallen, again it was helicopters being taken down, the buildings coming down. That was all great. The car craziness and stunts were fantastic, but they still couldn't get a helicopter in CG properly rendered, so it still looks shit. And there's a sequence in the trailer for Angel Has Fallen where a great big building comes down and it looks shit. It looks like something that a play school, a kindergarten group of kids have been granted, you know, oh, you can use this is our kids' version of a CG machine. Go and make a building explode. And they've done it because it looks really, really juvenile and shit. Of course, this is just a trailer, so it could be bettered, it could be improved. So anyway, but fingers crossed for that. By the way, it seems to be called Angel Has Fallen for the reason that Mike Banning is known as a guardian angel for the president. To be honest, he's a fucking bad luck charm, isn't he? How many times the previous president was attacked, beaten, kidnapped, tortured twice on Mike Banning's watch, and now of course fucking it's the next president, and he's gonna drop the ball again. This is head of security. Fucking hell. Don't hire Mike Banning. He's great when the shit goes down. He's great at fixing it, but he's obviously the fucking reason why it happens in the first place. So anyway, it is what it is, folks. So yeah, I think it's called Angel Has Fallen because this guardian angel has fallen from grace. So he's got to clear his name. He's the one who's in the in the frame, as it were. Although it really does sound stupid because the stuff he's done, and you can trust him. You know, the Oval Office and all the war cabinets and the Defence Secretary and all that, they all know they can trust this guy. He's done so much for them. But it's just craziness, action for the sake of action. And fuck me, there's nothing wrong with that, you know? So folks, anyway, before I toddle off for my forthcoming meal, which by the way is about 2 hours away, yeah, so, you know what I'm like. I've got friends joining me here, so before the full-scale rampage takes place later on. So in the meantime, folks, keep it real, keep it safe, be happy, have fun, and if the sun's out, thrust your flesh to the sun, but don't forget to use sun cream. Come on now, defend your body from those hideously radioactive rays, the UV lasers of that great big ball of fire in the sky, which we all love. So, in the meantime, keep it kilted, keep it Celtic, be happy, and I'm going to see you all later with an even bigger belly because I'll have stuffed 7 courses of Thai food down my neck. Right on, brother.